that boy ran a whole cult, and y'all signed up, and y'all were okay with it about that crazy dude, Nature Boy, da da da. But I had never seen all of the like how he got to
Sure.
where.
And we're able to check out a movie called Michael, which you may have heard about the GOAT, the only one that matters. This generation, next generation's Michael is Michael Jackson. Just so we're clear on that. It's not
Well,
Bulabi's mother. It's not his sister. It is him. Period.
friends in real life.
I am in charge of the girls.
Because all I do is dress and rest.
Big fun. Big fun. Isn't that what you had? Contrary to popular opinion, I'm the head nigger in charge. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
When you look at the credit,
Yeah.
the girlies are there.
Good Times was just always, it just felt too sad every time. And I was like, they keep calling it Good Times, but like every episode is like, Lord, where's the money?
And that's friends in real life.
Well, welcome back. It has been a little minute since we last recorded. Life was lifing. We took a little break as we mentioned, but the folks are back, the friends in real life.
Back
Um,
for a little quick one before we're back.
right. Yeah. So listen, well, I haven't watched any TV at all, so you're gonna have to lead this. No, I'm kidding. Watching tons of TV.
Not true. I've been getting it in,
Mhm.
just in between all of my things.
Yeah.
And you just got to look at it now like it's a part of the job, even though,
Yeah.
I don't believe in adding things that feel like work, but um, I have been doing the due diligence
Okay.
in between all of the, proposals and
Yep.
new contracts and short listings and interview preps and all of
Uh-huh.
the things,
Yeah.
brand development things that go on in my life. I've been doing some TV watching in between there for the sake of the pie. And it's really because there's just been so much that they kind of left us with
Yeah.
after award season. Stuff kind of gets a little dead,
Yeah.
but we had some little hot numbers in there. They
Yeah.
did.
What have you been watching, or what's like been your favorite show you've watched since? Like, I think we've been watching the same things, but I'm curious, like what?
Yeah, I believe we both covered DTF St. Louis.
Yes. 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 Yep.
You know how I feel about Jason
I
Bateman.
do.
I'm
Yep.
showing up, I'm showing up to see him play the same character
Every
every
time.
in my head. Jason Bateman and Seth Rogen
Okay.
are two of my besties in my head.
Well, Seth Rogen is still slated to play me in our biopic,
Absolutely.
so that tracks.
Absolutely. And we don't care. And we don't care about any of the essays.
No, you don't
And
have to look like the person to play them. Clearly, it's fine. Like it's all good.
it
Like,
is okay. Okay. When Lupita Nyong'o plays me, y'all just shush. All right?
right, and move accordingly. No, but no. Okay, so we're DTF. Yep. So definitely watch that. I have to say, I was a little disappointed in the end. Um, I feel like they did such a good job of building up the story and like, really like playing with your mind and your emotions. And it just kind of like fell a little flat to me, a little sad. And I don't know if it's because both Jason Bateman and I forget the woman's name who played his wife. They always play such nefarious characters that I expected they were going to be involved in like, a murder basically. But no, it wasn't that, like it was just
No,
like,
it ended up not even being what originally thought. Um, I agree. I
yeah,
felt like the end of it after all of the craziness and the weird, because it's a weird show, right?
complete.
Like it's just like, what?
Yeah. What am I watching? Yeah.
Where is this going? Like, what am I watching? What
Yeah.
did I get to?
Right.
Where's this going to next? And so it did keep taking you through these different, like, emotional
Hmm.
moments.
Yeah.
Like you were locked in, and
Yeah.
then at the end, it was kind of like, oh, okay,
Right.
not as eventful as all of this buildup would have led us to think it was going to be, but
Yeah.
um, well acted.
Sure.
I felt like some of the dialogue was a bit weird for some reason. Like there was like the who's the girl that played in Wednesday that was the female detective working
Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep.
like some of the dialogue between them was like
Strange.
strangely choppy to
Yeah.
me. It was
Yeah.
like, are they supposed to be talking in this weird choppy dialogue?
Yeah.
Like I didn't see that style
Hmm.
of dialogue in any of the other characters.
Yeah.
So it just seemed weird that they had this kind of like two-word back and forth
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
dynamic going on with the
Hmm.
with the questions and answers. But it wasn't a complete waste of time, I would say.
No, not at all.
But I was kind of like telling people like, oh, I really like this show. And then at the end, I was just like, oh, it could have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
Um, Also, Imperfect Women, I feel like a
Yeah.
little bit of that was there for me
Agreed.
at the end.
Agreed. I'm very disappointed in the end of that show.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I felt like again because okay, first of all, the acting so good. Those folks, I mean, they don't play around,
That
like
trio, baby.
they don't play around, right? So I'm like, I know it's gonna be good. And then again, speaking, I always forget people's names, but the actor who played Elizabeth Moss's husband, he's always nefarious. He's always like not to be
Okay,
trusted.
so the whole time I'm watching, and I usually look these people up to like see what else they've been in and
Yeah.
like,
Hmm.
and I didn't look him up, but I'm like, what has he been in other than this where I can't place him, but
Hmm.
also he looks familiar.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
He was in a bunch of stuff, but like random. You know what I'm saying? Like he was in House of Cards. He was in The Better Sister. He was in
yes, the better sister.
yep. He was in
Okay. And
Billions.
I was
Like
like, it's
he's
relatively recent, and I've watched The Better Sister.
right, exactly.
We
Same.
talked
Yeah.
about that,
Hmm.
but yes. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So he's always kind of playing like a slimy, kind of like not trustworthy kind of guy. So him, spoiler alert, being involved in the death of it all, like it tracked for me. You know what I mean?
Eventually,
Eventually.
I did not see that coming.
Who would
And
you think it was?
I'm usually like, oh, I know this, it's
Yeah.
the butler in the kitchen with the candlestick. Like I've figured it out halfway through.
Okay.
Like, but I figured he was gonna make his way in there some kind of way as like a
Yeah.
bigger character, but I
Mhm.
thought he was going to remain kind of like the good guy,
Yeah.
whereas I was always putting on Elizabeth Moss's character.
Oh,
Her
okay.
name, Nancy, I think is her
Yeah.
name.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It was
Yeah.
Nancy. No, Nancy is the one that
No,
got.
Nancy's the one that got killed. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
So they all had these really like old matronly names. Because even Kerry Washington's character, I was like, why did they give her this
Yeah,
name?
she was Eleanor, which
Eleanor. Yeah, like
no one since the Chipettes has been called Eleanor. So like so like we're not putting that on anybody who was born after 1977, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, she was Eleanor, Elizabeth Moss was Mary,
Mary.
and
Yeah.
then Kate Mara was Nancy. Yeah,
Yeah.
so these are very even the kids' names, Artemis and Juniper, like very
Yeah.
strange, like yeah, not a modern name among any of the imperfect women for sure. But
Yeah. They were giving it the old throwback, old
hmm.
names. And Kerry Washington's character did come from money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe her um wealthy West Indian
Yes.
heritage
Yeah.
element is,
Now that makes sense.
a
That
positive
makes sense,
thing
actually.
because
Yeah.
as we saw, Cheryl Lee Ralph comes through as the
It
mom, and I
killed
was
it.
like, oh, I am absolutely living for her playing Kerry Washington's mother in this
Yeah,
moment.
that was so
Thank
great.
y'all for that.
Yeah.
Uh, Almost like seeing old boy from Abbott Elementary pop up in DTF.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Chris Peretti, yeah, Chris Peretti,
Yeah,
yeah. Like that
right.
was
That was a nice
wow.
little surprise.
Yeah. It's always weird to see people outside of that show. So I'm
That's
like,
cool, right?
oh
And I'm
yeah.
watching two shows simultaneously where they both made cameos. So that
Right.
was
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
yeah, but Imperfect Women was perfectly imperfect all the
Yeah.
way up until they started kind of like letting the true story unfold.
Mhm.
I would have liked to have seen Mary be the killer.
Yeah.
I feel like she had the crazy in her.
Well, here's the thing. People were saying maybe she still was the killer because they say that like at the end when she kind of gives a glance to the husband, like maybe that was like a wink to like,
Yes.
oh, maybe
Okay, so like what was that ending? Like, is
right,
she with
right,
the husband now?
right.
Is
Yeah.
she,
Yep. Yeah, it's a little kind of left undetermined, maybe
yeah.
for a reason, but like, yeah, I definitely wouldn't have minded her being the killer. And it would have made sense because she was obsessed with
She had that little
Nancy,
low-key obsession. Yep.
Yeah, so that would make sense.
Yeah.
But
But I enjoyed.
yeah,
I will say that like ending aside, I
yeah,
still felt like it was worth showing up for and being like, oh my God,
yeah,
like how many different ways are y'all going to twist this? Because
yep,
I love a caper. I love
yes,
a
yes,
who done it.
yep,
Like,
yep,
like,
same.
oh, it could have been the dad, but
Hmm.
also here's this shady babysitter. Like in
Right, yeah,
keeping you guessing every episode of who did what. I'm here for all of
yeah,
it.
fully tuned in.
Um, so give us more of those
Yep,
type
please.
and I'll be on board,
Mhm.
even when the ending is a little sus.
That's fine. We'll take it. We'll take it because it's still good. It is still good TV. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Yes, it's still worth showing up for. Um, what else? Oh, I got into a show that's been on for a minute. I didn't even know this was up to 3 seasons, but Shrinking.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that show is incredible. That show is incredible. It's such a fun, like heartwarming, but also funny, just like well done, well casted, well acted. Like I love it all. It's so good. I'm glad that you tuned in finally. Yeah, it's a
Showed up
fun
for
one.
that one. Showed up for that one. I'm gonna make my way
Yeah, take your
to
time.
Hex. I am going
Okay, yeah,
because
because you
I know
got
it's
five
ending.
seasons.
So I can
So
do that. Yeah. I
yeah,
can do that the way I did Animal Kingdom. Because Animal
yeah,
Kingdom
that's
was over
right.
forever.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I was just hearing about that for the first time when it was on Netflix.
Hmm.
I'm like, wait a minute. So this show is not even on anymore?
I can't believe
I
I missed that, and
missed that
it's
whole moment.
yeah, it's so good.
Like,
It's insane, but good. Yeah,
insane and good. And also, like, glad I was able to just get through all of it without worrying about people spoiling it because it's still happening in real time.
uh,
So, Shrinking, I get two drama-free seasons.
yes, 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 yes.
Assuming current season 3 is still in progress, or do they drop all of the things?
It's finished. The season three is like already
Season
dropped.
3 is
So
done. Okay.
they do it weekly, but yeah, it's already the season's done. Yeah.
Okay,
And they
perfect.
did get renewed, I believe. So yeah.
Good. So I can watch all of it in peace.
Yep.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah. I actually started watching season 2 of Hijack because I did like
Yeah, I started it and then never could get through it.
I
Somehow it
couldn't get with it on this train
I don't know.
situation.
Yeah, I'm like, I get it, but like, nah, I'm okay. Like, I'm just gonna have to put that into the graveyard of shows I might get back into, but never do.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
like, like at that point, I'm like, spoil it for me because I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna watch it.
I tried for the Idris Elba of it all, but
Sure.
um, the story just wasn't gripping me like
Yeah.
the first season did.
Hmm.
So yeah, so those were like series that I was able to get into
Okay.
the time. I couldn't do them. Um straight, obviously,
Yeah.
because take these little breaks in between to, get things accomplished in life. But
Yeah.
over like a 2, 3 day, if you chop it up,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
3 days, then you can get through it.
Yeah.
Because that is how I got through all 46 parts of the Nature Boy documentary on
I,
YouTube.
wait, you're talking about not the Hulu one then.
Not the Hulu one. The Hulu one
Okay.
is only like 4
Yeah.
parts.
Yeah.
So our good friends over on Threads,
Shout out to Threads. Our
yeah,
Threads are great. Yeah.
um, she posted after the Hulu one, it
hmm
was like that Hulu documentary was a joke. If you really want to know the full story, you have to watch all 46 parts of it.
Jeez.
And she put that link. Listen, the girlies don't gatekeep in Threads,
No, they
honey.
do not. They do not. Yeah.
They're caring and sharing over there, okay? And she
Okay.
dropped that link, and I said, "You mean to tell me?" Because I'm still sick to my stomach from the 4-part series that I watched
Right.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me that there are 46 parts that I need to consume? Because you know I will. So don't threaten me with a good
Right.
time. A cult? You know
Yeah.
I'm shut
You
up
signed up. Right.
every time.
Not for the cult, but to watch what's
But yeah, well, yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, how am I going to do this? Because, I have like podcast listening
Sure.
time,
Sure. Yeah.
think about certain subject matter that is conducive to my life outside of my true crime
Sure.
obsession.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to get strategic. How am I gonna get this in? Well, this person who did this, God love him, it's only 30 minutes per episode. So now
Oh.
I see why he, broke it down. So it is easy to digest
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the episodes are so short. But I was like, why the hell did you have to put this in 46 parts, sir? Because
Right.
Hulu definitely did it in 4.
Right.
And I need to know what you know that they don't.
Right. Yeah.
And they definitely had way more going on in that YouTube one than the Hulu one. The Hulu one was painting certain members of the cult as victims when they kind of like were
Yeah.
participating
Yep.
in the mess.
Uh-huh.
It did not get as explicit or show nearly as much of the footage. This man recorded everything going on in their daily lives. Like
Yeah.
he was never like, I'm like, when did they not have the phone on?
Yeah.
What is actually happening? And when you see how they really did turn their lives into a TV show,
Yeah.
like they were live streaming all the time, and that was a good defense, in my opinion, when
Mhm.
it came time for them to
Sure.
finally give him a little bit of justice.
Yeah.
His defense going with, hey, you know what? This was for likes, this was for views, this was something they were doing to make money, this was acting,
Mm. Okay.
and a real, thing going on.
Yeah.
No, baby, that boy ran a whole cult, and y'all signed up and y'all were okay with it. And it was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Like, you saw basic cult antics in the Hulu version
Yeah.
of the
Sure.
documentary. You
Yeah. Yeah.
watched it, right?
Yeah.
Like, for people who don't know,
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's tell the folks. You hear
Nature
Nature Boy,
Boy,
you're like, oh, it's like,
right? No, we're not talking about like Steve Irwin or like anybody, that guy that like rustles the alligators or anything like that. Nah, this guy was a dude from New York, I believe Harlem is
I
where.
think so. Yeah.
But he also had ties to Philly and lived in Philly for a
Yep.
while.
Yep.
Atlanta, like, he touched on the major cities,
Yeah.
but he, came from trauma, like most cult leaders do.
Yep.
And he, lost his mom to an overdose. His dad, I think, was like dead before the mom. And so,
Yeah.
him,
Mhm.
siblings, orphaned, abused, the whole bit, of course.
Yeah.
Fast forward, you also come to learn that this is somebody who's obviously dealing with issues with their sexuality.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And getting into that space in Atlanta where, living undercover,
Mhm.
is, pretty normal.
Yeah.
So of course, he found his way there, saw that he could make money doing, exotic dancing and stripping and all of that, and then bumped it up to being a full-blown male prostitute
Yep.
and had, nice little money coming in. And then I just think over time, his untreated traumas and mental illness
Yeah.
and, probably just living crazy in general,
Yep.
like just really, really took a toll on his mental health. He
Yeah.
realized that he had good enough looks and the body and all of the things to draw in the attention that he wanted.
Yep.
And he found a bunch of sad, weak, vulnerable children
Mm.
to follow him into the wild so that they could live off the radar and we don't work and the black man is God. And it's like all the typical Hotep antics that lead one down the rabbit hole to
Mm.
cult life. It's such a pipeline.
Yeah.
It's such an obvious textbook pipeline
Yeah.
of these are the types of people who are going to start the cult.
Yep.
These are the types of people who are going to join it and
Yep.
all on board. And it's
Yeah.
just a cycle of psychosis. Like everybody is gone up here in some way, shape, or form. Trauma, everybody was coming from a place of trauma. Everybody was coming from a place of either abuse or neglect
Yeah.
or, poverty or, these
Yep.
people were leaving their children behind because
Right.
they didn't have a way to take care of them.
Yeah.
This is an obvious trauma response to I'm so scared about life. I don't know what to do with myself. I don't have resources. I don't have help.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let me go and just be free of all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're coming from that level of desperation and somebody is offering you what I guess sounds like paradise, I don't know. Sleeping in a tent outside never sounded like a
Using the bathroom outside, not being able to use the bathroom inside because the toilet and the toilet paper apparently were like there was something in it and they didn't want people to get like, I mean, it's
it's
absolutely nuts.
so
I'm
nuts.
like,
It's so
I try to understand cults because I never really get it because obviously so much of my life has been affected by that because of Jim Jones and Guyana. That's where my
yeah.
family's from, and people only really know Guyana for that or knew Guyana for that. Even though that Jim Jones was not Guyanese, he was American
Was
and
it?
just
Yeah.
gave him
And
land because they
nobody
were being
there was. Yeah,
right. You know
everything.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But on here we are. But yes, I try to understand it. But like, I just that Nature Boy thing, and I had seen clips of him before being really
Same.
weird and vulgar, and I
Yeah.
remember
He's
thinking like, this is a weirdo.
on TikTok. Like he
Oh,
first
okay.
their whole cult thing became well known to me anyway
Yeah.
through TikTok, but it was already like kind of in the throes of, I guess, the dismantling of
Okay.
it. And so
Yep.
some of the information would be like choppy about it. Like I would see a video every now and again about this crazy dude who
Yeah.
called himself Nature Boy and da 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 da. And like Heather and I, because we're into that kind of
Sure.
stuff. And
Yeah.
like, you heard about that crazy dude, Nature Boy, da 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 da. But I had never seen all of the like how he got to where
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
all of those girls standing behind him with that dazed, crazed look on their faces,
God.
just listening to every word he says. And I'm talking about the babbling
Yeah.
nonsense. I'm like, this is how you know everyone's crazy.
Yeah.
You couldn't pay me to sit there and listen to someone talk like that for 5 minutes, let alone 5 hours. And that's what they do. Like,
Yeah.
that's how you break you down mentally. They just keep talking
Yeah.
and talking
Same
and
phrases, same
talking.
things.
Yes, and forcing you to listen and depriving you of sleep
Yeah.
and just indoctrinating you. And so, like, you know me, like, people say, "Oh, never say never." I will always say never.
Yeah. What?
I'm
No,
never,
that.
it's never, because I don't even have the makeup for that kind of.
Listen,
You know me. I
I know
could.
about this. I'm about to say, I know, listen, for the folks that don't know Tristan in real
I
life,
couldn't even pledge because it was giving too much of like, wait a minute, like what?
yeah, I can't blindly follow anything. And yeah, so that kind of stuff would just not work for me. Definitely not work for you.
It wouldn't work for anybody who comes from a background of like being validated,
Yeah,
like right, like being cared for, being validated.
yeah.
And I understand that people who quote unquote come from, I guess what you would consider like normal families or
Hmm.
upbringings, or no, that is not normal.
No,
Since the beginnings of history,
yeah,
it's never been normal.
right.
We've normalized it because it's become, cults are now organized in such a way and have become so popular that we now call them religions and we just look at them as like normal things. And
Hmm.
it's fine as long as nobody's starving
Right.
themselves or being
Yeah,
abused,
for sure.
leaving their children behind, or,
Being made to fight for
killing
fun or
people. Yeah,
killing people or like
people are dying
people
under
are
this.
dying under this stuff. People are harming themselves, and it's just really, really wild to me. And it's interesting. Now I'm curious about this YouTube one because
You have to.
watching the Hulu one, I was like, there's a part of the story that's not being told here.
Oh, there
And
we
and
go.
I don't really, and I know because one thing they kept doing on the Hulu one, which I thought was very interesting, after end of each episode, they would say only Nature Boy has been convicted of his crimes. Right? To me, that says we know that there was other stuff happening that
So
these people
yeah,
were involved with, but he's the one that went on trial.
he's the
He's the
one
one
who
that
got
got like. So I was very, very, very curious, and so now I have to check out.
Oh, you should definitely check it out because you have to see where they show them, rubbing his
No,
feet.
I'm not. So I'm
And
not watching it actually. Thank
um,
you. Thanks for
I
the heads
mean,
up.
these are grown ass men that are
And this is what I'm. Listen, I won't yuck anybody's yum, but no, that is not something that I'm going to be watching. Like,
but
this is insane.
it's
Like,
insane. And they were engaging in activity because he finally he I don't want to laugh at these people because I
okay,
don't think that this is funny, but
sure,
at some points it's like, are you kidding me?
right, yeah,
This can't be serious, right?
yeah.
So at one point, he finally does start to come out of
Oh,
the closet and embrace, but he has this justification for it, of
okay.
course. Like now, bisexuality is a spiritual blah blah blah. Like he can find all the ways to justify it. But before, when they were calling you out for doing that gay porn, you kept saying it wasn't you.
Okay.
Now that they keep pulling up the receipts, like,
Yeah.
dude,
Well,
this is
TikTok
you.
don't lie, or they does lie.
Knock it
They
off.
got the
Like,
receipts.
because he had other like hoteppy rivalries. They're all in the
Oh,
grift. They're all in the scammery of,
right.
packaging blackness
Yeah,
and selling it back to people. And
yeah.
so the other folks in that world were
Hmm.
starting to see what was going on, and like they would have these little beefs, and like there's a whole world, I'm telling you.
Okay.
They're on social media platforms that I've never even heard of before, and people
Oh,
are giving them money. I'm telling you, they've branded themselves as entertainment, and people will go on there, and you can see all of their comments and all of their things, and the little things showing that people are
oh
sending
yeah. The
money.
little, yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, I
Yeah,
know that that exists because they also do that. Side note, something else I watched, the Manosphere documentary,
oh,
um,
I've been
which,
so scared.
which
I've been
is
so scared.
same kind of grifty, terrible folk,
Yeah.
your boys from Fresh and Fit and all that, the weirdos, Andrew Tate and all those guys.
Oh,
Oh
oh,
man, I want to
yeah.
punch him in the face. Yeah, you know what
Everybody
I'm
needs to
saying.
be punched.
But that's the problem. That's the problem.
That's
They
the
haven't been
problem.
punched in the face.
That's literally the
Yeah.
problem. Like, you
Somebody
didn't.
just go for it. But
Yeah.
yeah, similar kind of thing where like these guys will be giving them money and saying, "Oh my God, you inspire me to like nut up and all this stuff." And I'm like, this is so sad. Like,
So
what I mean? Oh, gross.
it's disgusting, and it just shows you how like the human brain is just so fragile.
Yeah,
Like you put a human being in a weird childhood situation
yeah,
and you run the risk of doing such harm
Yeah.
brain that it
Yeah.
is susceptible to any type of madness. I mean, these people get into this collective crazy that really has you wondering, like, are they like, do they really believe it? Because
Yeah.
when you hear this stuff, you're just like, this is laughable.
Yeah.
Like, y'all really take this seriously?
Seriously.
Never be able to make it. I would never, the way I would be
I was
laughing,
about to say the way I'm like bust out laughing, like raspberry, like boy.
crazy laughter, like don't put a drink in front of me. It's a wrap. Like I
What?
could never. And to that end, I realized I actually have the qualities of a cult leader. Like if I really wanted
What are we
to
talking about?
start a cult,
Lady, what are we talking about?
let me tell you what they have. They have charisma.
Yeah.
They have the confidence.
Yeah.
They have, people want to just be around them.
Sure.
Have,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like these are qualities
Yo,
that,
should we start a cult?
I mean, if times get hard enough,
We can probably do that, low key.
but that's the difference between us and the crazies, right? Because you can have all of those things.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
the leadership qualities, you can have the confidence, you can have the, you know what I mean, the magnetism,
Sure. Sure.
right?
Yeah.
But there's something that happened in their lives versus the
Hmm.
something that didn't happen in mine that
Yeah.
would make them wake up and say, I need for people to
Yeah.
worship me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need this attention. I need this validation. I need, because that's what they do.
Mhm.
Every time they finally get to a point where they're making money,
Yeah.
all of a sudden capitalism is fine.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, the same work that you've been avoiding and that
Yeah.
you say is, you are not of that world, but
Yeah.
you have other people who work to send you their money.
Yeah. And all of them.
And the thing is like people don't connect those dots.
Yeah.
Like the people who are following them are never, they don't even see that like this sounds crazy.
Right.
You don't see that it's crazy that he's living in the house eating steak
Yeah.
and you're sleeping outside in a tent eating fruit that was grown from soil that was fertilized with your own human shit. You
Right.
don't,
Right. You don't connect. Yeah. Is it
that
all?
don't sound crazy to you? That's not weird. That's not off to you. That sounds right. That sounds like a God you should be serving. Okay. So the crazy is just, so I
Yeah.
was like, damn, if I really was like me, right? And like, because, I'm freaked out by attention for real. But like, let's just say that like I needed it and I
Sure.
was,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then like a bunch of women just started being like, I want to hear everything you have to say about life and hanging on to my every
I mean,
word.
this does happen, but yes,
No, it
but
doesn't.
but not as a cult.
Nobody listens to me.
Nobody
Um,
listens. Yikes.
but yeah, like I'm like, yo, like what kind of crazy do you have to, show
Yeah.
up with in order to want that? You know what I mean? And so
Mhm.
I'm just fascinated by it. And I suggest, oh, well, now they're saying that because the Nature Boy documentary on YouTube became so popular
Mm.
that they're trying to like take it down. Somebody's trying
Oh,
money for it,
okay.
the whole thing. So
I
like
need
now
to watch it immediately before it's no
get on
longer.
there because I've heard that like some episodes are like already missing and like they're starting to take stuff down. So
Oh,
yeah, so get on that one. But yeah, it was just one crazy roller coaster after the next. But I respect whoever that dude is that did it. He
yeah.
put all that research, he went and found all that footage.
Mm.
I said they gave themselves away by
Right.
just
Yeah.
putting and
Yeah. Yeah.
posting everything.
Hiding
So
in plain sight.
you got all this footage, and then it all comes to an end because the one of the girls was like, he raped me.
Right.
And that started a whole investigation that trumped all the other investigations that they tried to have on
Right.
that
Yeah.
pink stick.
Yep.
That assault was all they needed. And then all the other members who were already over him just started testifying, saying, like, yes, we did this, we did that. And that's how they all were able to get off because they all showed up, against him.
Yeah.
except for a couple who are like literally still obsessed with him to this day.
Mhm.
I think he's down to two wives now who are still holding him down online currently, saying he's gonna be free one day.
Oh wow,
He's gonna beat that life sentence, baby.
lady,
That
turn it
that
on.
man has life without the possibility.
Billy parole plus 10 years, I think. Something crazy like that.
Right.
That brother is in jail indefinitely, my
And
friend.
and
Like
please, and
the best
please.
you can get is a conjugal visit, maybe, and call
I
it.
don't think
Like
they do that for
I
those
don't
types
think.
of things.
Yeah, yeah,
So
probably
no,
not. Yeah.
no.
Well,
And they're out there. Last I checked, I think the end of the documentary on YouTube had those last two wives
mhm.
living in the forest. They had gotten kicked out of the last place that they could squat,
Sure. Yeah.
and they were living outside. I believe they were washing their clothes on
All
rocks.
right, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and close this. Cool. So, Nature Boy, watch it at your leisure. We're gonna take a little break here because I can't do it. I can't. I will not be sad. I will not do it. I won't do it to myself. I won't let you do it. No, we cutting it. So we're gonna take a little break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about something I can support, which is some movies we saw recently, and everyone will
Ah,
care about. We got to chat about it. I got some thoughts. But yeah, we'll take a little break, and we'll get that going.
yeah, yes.
All right, we're back. So listen, we watched got back to watching films again, which we hadn't done in a little bit since Oscar season, and we're able to check out a movie called Michael, which you may have heard about the GOAT, the only one that matters. This generation, next generation's Michael is Michael Jackson. Just so we're clear on that. It's not Blue
All
Ivy's mother, it's not his sister, it's not, it is him, period.
and that's
Um,
it.
and
And
it's
it's
fine.
fine.
It's actually more than fine. It's perfect. But yeah, so Michael came out. I was very apprehensive to see this film because the Jacksons, particularly Michael and Janet, but like hold a special place in my heart. And the fact that it was the estate doing it, I was a little nervous about. And I wasn't sure how it would come out, but I was pleasantly surprised. It's not perfect. Of course, I have notes as I always do, but I thought the film itself was really good. I thought Jafar was incredible as Michael. I mean, he really nailed a lot of it, particularly the speaking voice and the mannerisms and that kind of stuff. And there were times where I was watching the film and I'm like, is this AI? Because he looks a lot like Michael, you know? And I know that they're related. It's his nephew for folks that didn't know that, but like, man, like when the movie shifts to adult Michael and he's talking to Quincy, I'm like, wow. I just said wow. Like I said wow in the theater. Because I was like, this is wild. So I thought he was good. I thought overall the casting was very well done. I thought Nia Long was good as Catherine Jackson, for what she was given and what she was able to do. I thought she was good. I thought Coleman Domingo as Joseph was great. A few times it felt a little caricature, but overall I thought it was very good. I thought I thought Lorenz Tate as Barry Gordy was great. I thought um, Kendrick Sampson as Quincy Jones was great. Everyone was just even, Mike Myers of it all, like all of it. Like it was just like, which I didn't even know that was him till the end.
Yo, that really blew me. I
Right?
had to look that up. I was like, wait a minute. Who's Mike Myers? Austin Powers, Mike
Austin Powers, Mike
Myers?
Myers is in there, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I enjoyed it, and I just missed hearing his music, his being Michael's, and just the perform. I could watch a few of those performances, and I'm hearing, obviously this film was reshot. A lot of it was reshot. They had to change it because it initially had dealt with the allegations, and because of legal matters, they're not able to mention it. So they had to shift things around, and certain performances were cut and things like that. But like, he does Man in the Mirror. We never saw it. Like I thought that would be interesting. But yeah, I thought it was great. I know that there was a lot of talk about Janet not being in it or that stuff. And I have to say, as a huge Janet fan, I want y'all to relax. You've never cared. You've never cared whether or not she was mentioned or not. She was barely in the Jackson American Dream. You didn't say anything then. You didn't feel away. You're hearing these crazy stories about her being jealous of Jermaine Jackson. What are we
Wait, what?
what
That's
are
not a thing.
what are we talking about? So no,
That's not
she
a thing. Why would it?
listen.
Whatever.
The way this, it's not like this film was about the movie, the music video Scream, and she wasn't there. It's like when the movie starts, she was a baby, literally a baby.
Yeah,
Like what was she? What would you just wanted to see her in the baby carriage for what? Like you know what I mean? Like it's just weirdo behavior. TMZ wanting to have a story.
yeah,
Janet supports her family. There's no one who supported her brother more than her. Not
yeah.
Jermaine, not Latoya. Boo, by
They
the
were
way,
the
executive
close
producers.
ones. They were
Janet,
the
Janet and Michael, like she had his back always. So like y'all can relax. So I just wanted to address that. I was seeing that it's fine. Like now for the part two, it might be weird because if you're talking about him at his height in the 80s and 90s, yes, Janet's presence is important.
right.
But like relax. But yeah, no, I thought it was good. What did you think?
I thought it was pleasantly surprising
Yeah,
because I am obsessed
for
with
sure.
Batman.
For sure. For sure.
Um,
Yeah.
and I did not need, you know me, I don't need it.
Right.
I let these people rest in peace. If you're not gonna do it right, don't do it at all.
Yeah.
We've already been burned by Michael Jackson movie attempts in the past
Man,
that were absolutely sinful,
diabolical.
unhinged.
Right.
Okay?
Flex Alexander,
Lex
y'all
Alexander,
are crazy.
it's crazy. The fines, what was
Right,
this?
Ralph Fine or Joseph Fine, one of those.
4 fines? Really? Y'all did that?
Y'all did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, I get it. We really want to tell this story,
Mhm.
but we know Michael's story.
Right.
Like, y'all have never let this man rest. He was
Never.
always in the tabloids, he was always in the press, and he is not here to tell this or give anything to or lend any, you know what I mean? So, like,
Mhm.
I personally was like, I don't know if I'm as excited
Yeah.
about this as
Same.
the last Michael Jackson movie that I saw that I was okay with was This Is It.
Yeah. And
And
that
it's
and the
because
title.
he was, yeah,
Yeah.
like, and even that made me sad because you were able to see that, like, this man was not on the verge of death. This man was still moonwalking.
Still moonwalking.
They
He had no
killed
doubt.
him.
Right.
Listen, don't get me started. So I
I'm
was a
getting
little
mad all
hesitant.
over again.
Right.
I'm getting mad all over again. Like, oh
Uh,
man.
but yeah, but I feel like for what this was, for the hype up and all of that, I had great reason to be worried, but was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Um, Nephew came through.
True. Came through.
Nephew, baby, when I tell you, like you said, there were times when I was just like, this is not Michael, and I need to remind myself that
Right.
this,
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
like, what? It was just, and then I heard that Nia Long's part was cut a little bit, like
I heard
she
that too.
had some
Yeah.
scenes cut and stuff like that. But what she did give to
Hmm.
Catherine Jackson, I felt like Nia ate.
Yeah, I agree.
Like Nia ate. I felt like for the first time I saw her in a film where I still wasn't seeing adorable Nia Long.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, because she can act,
Sure. Yeah.
and she gives us range, but
Yeah.
you still see
Sure. Yeah.
90s baddie Nia Long
Sure.
eating on camera.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And this time I actually saw her as a character. Like she was
Yes. Yes.
playing,
That's it. Yep.
like she was playing someone else that she had to tap into this person's likeness and personality. And I
Yeah, she
felt like,
had the walk. She had the little
yeah, she even
look
had
that like
that
it. Yeah.
Catherine Jackson walk. I said, oh, Nia showed up and showed
Yeah, she
out.
did. She really did.
Showed
Yeah.
out. So, yeah, I think that she did what she needed to do for,
Hmm.
like I said, I don't know how much more extensive her role
Sure.
was
Yeah.
that got cut, but give her her things. Coleman as Joe, sure,
Yeah.
I was not worried about him out of everybody. he was the least of my worries.
For sure. Yeah.
Um, so he did what he needed to do. And Quincy and
All
Barry
right. Thank,
Whitney
yeah, very
with
mhm.
Kendrick and Lorenz,
Yeah.
they nailed it.
Hmm.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Um, I think for me, some of the things that could have been done a little bit better. I feel like the performance scenes,
Hmm.
been done a little bit better. I feel like
Hmm.
one, they dragged out a little bit. I feel like if you're going to do a biopic, throwing whole entire performances in there, even
Yeah.
if it is of a great musician,
Yeah.
it makes it a little cheesy
Yeah.
because we're supposed to be focusing on the life at this point.
Correct. Yeah.
Supposed to be. So if you are going to do those performance scenes, because there are some that are necessary, right?
Yes. Yes.
That big reunion with the can you feel it
Yeah.
and right
Hmm.
together like that. I remember
Sure. Yeah.
that.
That victory
You know
tour.
what I
Yeah.
mean? That
Uh-huh.
like I was just like in awe. So, and that was my first time being introduced to not my first time being introduced to the Jackson Five, obviously, but like in my day.
Yes. Right. Right. Right.
That's
Right.
the Jackson Five.
Yeah.
You know what
Sure.
I
Sure.
mean?
Sure.
Like
Sure.
my
Yeah.
mom remembers
Yes. Of course. Yeah.
little Tito and Randy and Mike.
Right.
But for me, it was them up there with all them glittery outfits
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
That song always to me just felt like it was so out of this world. Like I couldn't
Really.
believe that like
Oof. I'm
this
like, I just
is
I like,
Michael. And then
yeah.
like everyone up here with him right now is also
Yeah.
coming out of Katherine Jackson. Like somebody give this woman
Yeah. For sure.
her
Give that
flowers
lady everything.
immediately.
Yeah. Woof.
So yeah, so that was my so like stuff like that, yes, we need it, but like I don't think we needed like some of the more like performancey scenes, especially because I didn't feel like they gave the full scale of
Hmm.
how people were when
Yes.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I agree.
You would have done better showing the original footage from those concerts,
Honestly, you could have done that.
splicing that in
Yeah.
because I feel like the scenes with the performances were like giving me a little AI generation
Definitely.
going on, and
Definitely.
I didn't really like that.
Yeah. I didn't like that. Speaking of AI, Bubbles was a lot. Bubbles was a lot. Having Bubbles play Twister was a lot. I'm like, y'all, like, I get
But
it.
can't you see that actually
No,
happening?
for sure. It definitely happened
Like
because,
I feel like that was really Michael's life, and
yeah, that made me
normally I would
sad.
not have wanted a scene like that because that scene definitely like
It was insane.
took me out. But I feel like in order to really get a feel for how lonely they said,
Sure. Sure. Yeah.
like how hard it was for him to make friends and
Hmm.
to, get in relationships and stuff like that. And so he really, people like that, yeah, they're gonna bond with animals,
Yeah,
what
no,
I
I
mean?
get that part. Not so much the bonding. Well, yes, I guess it is the bonding. But I was like, when it went aerial and it was just AI generated chimp, I'm like, all right, y'all, we get it. This was his friend. Like he talked to the llama, he talked to the giraffe, and we know he had all his animals and whatnot. But I just thought that that was a bit much. I think the performances were a little. That's how biopics are now. I think they're very AI like that's how the Freddie Mercury one was. Like there's something in
Yeah.
order to create those crowds, they go AI and I don't like it. I also felt like they skimmed over, it seemed like it went fast. Once he turned old, it was like they skimmed through a bunch of pivotal moments, like the Grammy wins and stuff like that. Like I just felt like that.
Yeah.
And if you're going to talk about the music videos, then you need to talk about them. They kind of talked about Beat It, which I felt like that scene, although I know that happened in real life, that scene was a little, those OGs felt like today. They were talking like it was today, not in the 80s. I was like, all right.
That's
And I was
interesting.
like, this is the Crip Walk. I was like, I don't think they said that, but okay. Like, let's just like that felt a little forced to me. And then yeah, like I think they just kind of skipped over the rest of the short films as he called it. So that was a bit of a miss for me film wise. But overall I enjoyed it. I thought, and then some of the costuming wasn't quite where it needed to be, in my opinion. And if folks are taking his glove and putting them on album covers. They can certainly find it and put it in the film. So like I just felt like, yeah, that was a shot at you, Drake. But yeah, I felt like I don't know, like the bad costume in particular, I was like, it's almost there, but not quite. So that was my thing. Sometimes the costuming wasn't as sharp as I wanted it to be because it was so legendary in
Well,
that.
they said that is it Gaga? They said Gaga owns
She owns quite a bit of his
quite a
stuff.
bit of the wardrobe and lent some pieces
Okay.
to the movie. So some of it was authentically hit.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, some of it for
But
sure
I
was. Yeah.
feel like, yeah, you can't really tell, and that's also a problem because
Right.
that stuff was so distinctly designed.
Correct.
Don't
Correct.
please don't get me started on those military jackets. I'll lose it.
Listen,
So yeah, but overall, yeah, I guess because I was going in with this feeling of like, guys, we cannot afford another botched
right.
film about this man.
Yeah.
Please let this man rest in peace. If
Sure.
we're not
Yeah.
gonna do it right, leave it alone.
Right. We did not ask for it. We don't need it. Like, and if people just want to hear Michael Jackson, which I get, there's a lot of footage you can just watch.
And
Like,
and it's in my rotation
yeah.
all the time.
Oh yeah, but listen to everything now
Like,
again. Yeah.
yeah, like it's there's playlists, there's YouTube playlists of the
Mhm.
videos and the visuals. There's
Yeah.
like we can get access to this man in so many quality ways
Right.
and
And the
just
way he would have
all the
wanted it,
memories. Yes.
you know?
Let's not ruin it with a shady film, please.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just glad that it wasn't an embarrassment, that the folks showed up, they showed out, they did their
Yes.
thing. I
Yes.
was pleased. Now, another movie
Mm.
that I was very nervous about,
Uh-huh.
almost checked out of
Yep.
that damn Devil Wears Prada.
We're about it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Sequel.
very nervous about it as well. I think, I mean, we've talked about it, but that is one of my favorite films ever, I think, for many reasons.
Oh
I
yeah.
read the book, and actually I think it's the only film I can say is better than the book.
Yes. Oh, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. It's one of the few. There's a
yeah,
couple out there, but that
yeah,
one is definitely in the handful where you're like, you know what?
they did it.
Movie
They,
ain't more than this book.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, because there's no Nigel in the book. So like,
And
and you need Nigel. Like, first of all, I think I was just happy to see the characters again.
first of
Um,
all,
and
Stanley Tucci
I
goes
know,
in the list
I
with
know, I
Seth
know.
Rogen.
Yep, uh-huh. And Jason Bateman. Yep, yeah,
These three,
yeah. He
I
plays
had
me
to put at a
in the
dinner
older
table.
part of my life in the film. Stanley Tucci does. I don't know why I don't have anybody black playing me. That's weird, but we'll figure it out. But
Okay, you're gonna get dragged for sure for that. But yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, no, so I was,
We're going
so
there.
Stanley
I'm
Tucci,
not thinking about
I was Stanley Tucci, but yeah, Stanley Tucci, seeing him, seeing Meryl, first of all, I'm glad they all got everybody back because that would have been a miss if someone
yeah.
didn't want to do it,
Everybody
right?
needed to buy in.
Everybody did come, everybody buy in, which they did. I think the story itself was decent. Like, I think that it was a nice way to talk about what's happening currently because it is a different world from 20 years ago. Um, I thought I thought that all of the acting was as usual great. Emily Blunt is still amazing as Emily. Like she's so funny. Like you can tell like it's just like she just plays that role so well. And then like the quippiness of all of them together, I thought was great. Um, I think for me, the styling was not as great. Definitely not as great as the first one. I think there were moments that I really enjoyed. I thought Stanley Tucci's styling was better than the first one because he had more to work with. They gave him a lot more fits. I thought that the girl who played I'm forgetting her name, but her name is Simone Ashley, I think in real life. Like the
Yeah,
new
yeah, yeah,
Emily.
yeah. New
I thought
assistant.
she was, I thought she looked great. Like there were great pieces in it, but overall, I was like, I'm missing Pat Field. I don't know what's up with her. Like she doesn't work anymore apparently. But like I
I mean,
miss.
she has a right to
No,
retire.
for sure. But it's like,
I don't
man,
know why she
right, right.
game still needs her, but
Yeah, game needs you. You need you in that. We need you in Emily in Paris. We need you on just like that. Like, but whatever, it's fine. But yeah, so no, I thought it was a really fun film that I've watched. I think I saw it again recently after we saw it. Like I just wanted to see it again. Like
really,
it's
yeah,
just fun.
I
Yeah.
definitely don't mind seeing it again. I can't
Yeah.
wait until it's
Yeah,
streaming.
I want to own it. I probably will buy it. I own the Devil Wears Prada DVD, I think. So like,
I had two of them. They're somewhere at my mom's. Yeah, because people were like buying them for like when people,
oh, we're yeah,
like
yes, yeah,
the
yeah,
folks, anything with the fashion theme, they're
yep,
gonna show up
for
and
sure.
so yes,
Yeah,
I ended up with two copies of that DVD 1 year for Christmas from two different people. I got it as a gift, and if my mom has kept all of those
I'm
things,
sure she has.
at my mom's house. But yeah, I thought that I was going to be so over it with this
Mm,
sequel because you know how I feel about heavy promotion.
right.
And
Woof.
oh my God, the promotion of it was just exhausting
Yeah.
me. It was exhausting me. And I was like, this is giving overhyped. This is giving, y'all are doing all this build up for it to be a letdown. And
Mm,
I don't want the first version of the film to be tainted
yeah.
some subpar stupid sequel that nobody needed. So
Yeah.
I was going in automatically like, but I did do my due diligence when it
Yeah.
came to avoiding because I was like, I don't want to know how they've continued this. If I know ahead of time and I'm
Yeah.
prejudging it, I'm gonna be over it and I won't see that movie until 2028, I promise.
Right.
So it
Y'all
was
were dragging it,
they
folks,
were
with all
dragging
of the freaking, I mean, I've
that
seen
footage, seeing the outfits.
footage, the outfit, weird. All the outfits beforehand was nuts. I was like, can y'all stop, please? Like, the fashion is a character in the film. It is a plot line. Like, you can't just be throwing that willy for no reason.
Exactly.
Then, like, everyone, and I don't know why people do this, and I'll never get it. And as I sit and rock in my old chair as an old man, stop taking video of the film in the film. Put your phone away. Why are you taking, someone put
Dude,
spoiler alert, someone put like the performance of Gaga when they're at the fashion show on. Why would you why would you put that?
why?
Like, what do you get from that? Now I turn into Gabrielle Union. How's your life changed? Did you get the guy? Did you get the car? Like, stop doing that. It's not a flex. You look dumb. Like,
You look so
you watched the first one on TBS. Like, I actually saw the movie in theaters, so y'all gotta relax. Like, so yeah, I feel you. It was like I had to like mute basically Devil Wears Prada, Nigel, Emily, Andy, Sachs, everything because y'all
after
don't
the
know how to.
first couple of trailers, I was just like, all right, I get it. I've seen enough.
Yeah,
I don't,
yeah,
and then I shut it down. Like I can't keep doing this. And so, but for us, this seeing this film had to happen, had to happen on a big screen. And so I
yeah,
was like,
for
all right,
sure.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
I was, I was pleased.
yeah, me
It
too.
was cute. You know what it was? It was just cute.
Yeah,
It was, um, it was buttoned up well
yes.
for a sequel, meaning they did a good job of bringing in the
Hmm.
older material and
Yes,
kind of filtering it through
yes,
that there was some kind of like streamline there that didn't make a lot of the stuff in the sequel random.
yeah.
There were some moments though that I felt like were a little unrealistic in the grand scheme of an unrealistic movie, which
Yeah.
was like them pretending like they didn't know what all those people were doing for the past 20 years
Oh, okay.
after you as a fashion editor will know if one of your former employees is now the head at Dior. Like
Right.
there's no way you work with this brand and you
Yeah.
get advertising from them and you do all of the things
Yeah.
and you don't know that Emily's the person who's going to be making that decision.
Yeah.
That's not realistic. You
Hmm.
also know that Andy went on to become a prominent journalist
Yeah.
for other public. This is just industry news
Right. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
that you would just know. You know what I mean? So
Well,
like
that was
that
supposed to be a
stuff,
dig, I think, at the real person, because apparently when Lauren Weisberger wrote That Was Prada, Anna was like, "Did this girl work here?" And they were like, "Yes, she was one of your assistants." And she was
yeah,
like,
I
"Oh, I don't
did see that.
remember."
And
So
then
I could see that maybe from a
I
Miranda
could,
standpoint,
yes, I
but
could
not
see
everyone else.
that. Yes, like that was my thing. Like Stanley Tucci's character, I mean,
Yeah.
Nigel knows everything.
Everything.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's no way Nigel was surprised by
Yeah.
seeing her there, seeing
Mhm.
him there. So that I felt like was a little like, okay, y'all kind of forced it to make the plot line work, and I get it, but no, this would not happen. Um, I also did not love the
Love
love
interest.
interest
I knew you were gonna say that.
that they chose. I
That felt very off for her.
It felt off because of him. Like I
Yeah.
feel like the character I liked,
Yeah.
but I feel
Like, who was that guy?
who is
Respectfully, I've never
like
seen
I
him.
know he's a pretty well-known actor fairly recently,
Oh, okay. I had never
but
heard that name before.
I don't feel like he was the one that should have
Yeah.
done it. I still have yet to think about who I feel like could have been better for that part,
Hmm.
but I just felt like he was, I don't know.
Not it.
Did someone need a favor or to get him?
Yeah.
Whatever. But the point is that,
Who had a scheduling conflict may have to get him? Like,
yeah, like he seems random and like a weird pick for a love interest. And I didn't even like I get they kind of want to put her with somebody who's a normal, kind of guy.
yes.
And
But
like he does construction. And we love men who know how to do things with their hands. But like could he have been
sure.
a little less, I don't
Yeah,
know,
he felt
just
very
kind of a dweeb.
indifferent. Like, and I just felt like when they're having the conversation, I'm just like, you don't like this dude? Like, I don't know. It just felt very strange. Like,
He seemed like a throwaway character.
yeah,
So
for sure.
I didn't really need that.
I can't believe they brought back her friend, Tracy Thoms. I was like, that was wild. I was not expecting that.
I
I was
was
like, you're still friends with that shorty? That's crazy. But okay.
because
Like,
where was whatchamacallit? The one who was actually the good friend out of the friends.
oh, I don't know. Yeah, the dude that worked on Wall Street or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, they could have brought him back.
yeah.
He was,
He was the
more
only one who was solid. He
now.
understood. Yeah.
Yeah, he was more of a
Um,
friend than old girl. But I see they made her less of an irk this time. They must
they
have.
did. They understood. They understood the assignment there. They
They
understood the
listened.
assignment there because they know
They
people.
listened to the Real Villains episode and were like,
Listen, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. They knew. Listen, Tracy Thomas was like, let me actually chill out
"Let
and
me
be a better
know."
person.
Right. Now, as far as the wardrobe,
Yeah.
I have to say that also did not disappoint me as much as I thought it was going to.
Fair. Fair.
I love it as much as the first
Right.
movie.
Yeah.
No, because those looks from the first movie still go hard
1000%.
to this
Yeah.
day, 20 years later.
Yeah.
These looks were very, for me, Andy's looks, for example.
Yeah.
I felt like they did a good job with her
I
character.
agree. I
I
agree.
Yeah, because what she gave was a girl who isn't a fashion girly,
Yeah.
but was exposed,
Yep.
learned some things,
Yeah.
and took a few notes.
Yes.
So her looks are that of a girl who, at least now I'm trying.
Yes.
Whereas
Mhm.
before I didn't have a clue.
Yeah. I didn't care.
Now I
Yeah.
didn't care. I thought I was
Yeah.
above it all.
Yep.
Now I realize this fashion shit is a little bit fun.
Hmm.
I know a little something now because I've worked in it.
Yeah.
And even though I'll never be the girl who's, stomping around in pain in 6-inch stilettos,
Right.
I might put on a more reasonably
Yeah.
heeled boot,
Right.
but I'll still give a sequin moment. And
Sure.
before would not have done that. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? So she
Yeah.
knows a little something. So I feel like how they styled her
Yeah. Did
was
you
on
peep?
point
You
for
peep
the
at the end where she's wearing that basically the cerulean sweater. They cut it and made it a vest.
Yes, they made
I
the
thought
best.
that was
Yes, I
so
thought that was
clever.
so clever. I
Yeah.
loved the nod to the cerulean sweater. I definitely peeped that. So yes,
Mhm.
I thought they did good with her. I felt like Emily's looks and Miranda's looks did not give their
Not
characters.
at all.
So for me, that was a little bit of like, okay, I can see Molly
You see Molly. You see
coming for it.
Molly Rogers'
Molly Rogers,
interpretation of what Miranda would look like.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
it was missing. Particularly Emily, I felt like was, and I know she was supposed to be mostly wearing Dior, and I think she was, but like it.
He was, but it wasn't the type of Dior that Emily would wear.
Correct.
It wasn't the type.
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
So those, yeah, I saw a lot of the styling of that person
Hmm.
taking over
Yeah.
and not really hitting it with what these characters would have presented.
Yeah.
But overall, yeah, I thought they did a cute job of
Hmm.
bringing in the comedy and
Yeah.
the little tear jerker moment. I
Uh,
swear to God, Nigel, that man does it for me as the fairy godfather every time.
when
Every time.
he was like, "Oh, you thought you got this job by accident or whatever," and he was
Mhm.
like, "Come here, my girl." I was like,
I lost it.
"Okay,
Oh
who
my
is
God, I lost
cutting
it.
onions in here?
You know
Yikes!"
I lost it. I was like, yeah, I loved
So
it.
good.
He's such a good person. But just still like the shady, like
Uh-huh.
comments and
Look
like,
what TJ Maxx brought in. It's crazy.
and I think the reason why I relate to that character so much is because he is a prime example of like how you can truly love and care for people and like
Yes.
still be a ball buster.
Yes. Uh-huh.
If I've had to like get
Yes.
you,
Yes.
get my more
I'm very
suburban
aware.
friends
Yep.
used to this way of communicating. We're just like, no, if I'm really getting on you, that means I actually fuck with you
Right.
because
Yes.
otherwise I would not care. Like if I'm
Right.
saying nothing,
Right.
I don't find you to be an important person in my life. Like the
Yeah.
more I'm like poking at you, the more I've like love you.
Yeah.
Sadly, that's what
For
that means.
sure. Yeah, that's how we
Uh,
show love. Yeah, for sure.
so
No,
the
I
fact
get it.
that he can be like that with her and still be like, oh, but I'm going to look out for you for this job because I know you know your shit. I
Right.
know you know what you're doing. I know you
Yeah.
can handle it. I know, like he always had that faith in her, but he
Yes.
wanted her to like stop being annoying,
Yeah.
stop whining.
Yep.
If you can't do it, leave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like these are all things that I've said before. So
Yeah.
like, me, I was on board. So yeah, I think Michael and Devil Wears Prada
Yeah.
did things for us. Especially, we both went in with
Yeah.
like hesitant
Apprehensions. Yeah. Like,
intentions and I
yeah.
don't need this. And I practically walked in like this, like, oh, I guess I have to see it.
Yeah.
Um, but I
Now
was
wait, do you think they need to do a third? Or you're good?
hell no.
Okay.
You see what happens when you keep going, Sex in the City.
Yikes. Okay. Yeah, that second
I
one
hate it. I
was
hate it. So
nothing.
yeah, that's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, word.
What I don't even know, like what else is coming out this? Is there anything coming out this summer?
Well, we still need to see Is God Is, which just came out. So that's like the
Okay, so
next
that,
thing
okay, for
we want
sure.
to talk about. And there's a few other films that are coming out. There's this one with the Christopher Nolan film that Lupita's in that people are talking about.
Oh, is that
Um, what is it called?
uh
Uh,
the Odyssey?
yeah, The Odyssey. And there's been issues with that because she's casted as, you
Listen,
know,
not doing this.
all right. Yeah, folks be
It's
upset.
not folks. Go away.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, definitely more TV. I've been, watching a bunch of stuff that we didn't get to mention, but like just tuned into like Margot's Got Money Troubles. It's really good. And then just, I'm sure Love is Blind episode season is on the way. So we got plenty of stuff to tune into. But yeah, no, this was a good chat. I'm excited we were able to link up and chat about this. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got I got apparently 46 parts of Nature Boy to
Yeah.
power my way through, which woof.
Wait,
Um,
there's one thing we have not discussed.
which is
A Met Gala.
okay. Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Band-Aid off. Met Gala. So look, I think it's been a long time that I've actually been really excited about the looks at Met Gala. And this year, unfortunately,
My last one was the Heavenly Bodies.
yeah.
That kind of like religious
Yes. Uh-huh.
meet.
Yeah.
Rihanna with the
Yes.
bishop.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
to this day, they haven't come close, in my
Um,
opinion.
I just feel like my issue with Met Gala, and particularly a lot of the looks that I saw this season, is that it ends up just being clothes. Like the thought isn't really there like it needs to be, and like the interpretations, like if you have to explain the interpretation, then to me you didn't nail it, right? And so I feel like a lot of times with folks, it's just what they would wear anyway with a sparkle or a bit of artwork. And there was nobody I really loved. I just like even Rihanna, who I always love. I mean, I haven't loved the look of hers in a very long time. But unfortunately, but
Too much.
we love Rihanna. We live for Rihanna. You know what I mean? Rihanna is damn near family, right? Like
I love it.
her grandfather was like my dad's teacher or something nuts. Like we're connected. So that's my girl. Like we not too much on her,
And you know,
but
she's the
like
only celebrity that I have ever wanted to meet
and have met.
and
Yeah,
have met and had a good experience. So I'm done. I don't need to like rock the boat with her. I don't need her to do anything else.
we love
Like
her. We love her.
she
So I
gave
just
me
felt,
anti, she gave me
yeah,
look, she helped me down.
yeah,
Many a summer on the inspiration, and she was a sweetheart in person. So we
yeah.
but I thought I thought she had a good Met Gala. Like when I saw her, I was like, oh, finally somebody showed
Same,
up to
same.
like
Yeah,
whatever. But it was also, not, my fave of the things that she's done. I
right.
agree.
Yeah,
But yeah, that Met Gala was very mega coded.
yeah.
It
It was
was
very MAGA coded.
dry. And I know that earlier Met galas
Right.
were just a fancy dinner, right? Just a fancy
Yeah,
fancy dinner, and you
sure.
can't wear a dress. Like
Right.
you do all of that fanfare. That was
Sure.
something that came years later when they just
Hmm.
decided to start stepping it up on the costume side
Yes.
of things and letting the art really be a part of the whole show of it. You know what I
Sure.
mean? It's
Yeah.
not just an exhibition. It's like, no, you're wearing the exhibitions. So it's like you want us to care about the arts.
Hmm.
Should. And for those who don't know, that is what the Met Gala is about. It is a fundraiser,
Yeah.
right? Not, oh, let me go get online on Ticketmaster and
Yeah.
and
Right.
wait in the queue and
Yeah.
no,
Right.
it's a charity event. It's invitation. It's very expensive, and it is to do what rich people have typically done in the past,
Hmm.
which is take all of the, stuff that they've accumulated and try to give back
Yeah.
to culture in some way, shape, or form. This is what billionaires used to do.
Yeah.
Now billionaires want to just accumulate wealth and look stupid, or live out some weird ass comic book
Yeah.
fantasy
Some
about taking
superhero.
over the world.
Yeah.
And we don't need any of it. We
No, we
never
don't.
did, we never will, and those people have never been, or haven't for quite some time been
Hmm.
the curators of anything culturally significant. So
Sure. Yeah.
just give the money, let the people who know what to do with it do what they do.
Don't ask no questions. Just
Don't ask no
give the
questions.
money.
Don't ask to be invited. You're not
Right.
a part of the
Yeah.
crowd. You never
Don't
want
walk the red
any
carpet.
money.
Don't be on the red carpet. Don't do the glam. You're not doing it anyway. You look crazy. Just
We don't
give the money and keep it quiet. Like,
just, but
yeah.
they can't just go away. They
Nope.
can't just shush. They want to just be a part, and they don't understand that you're ruining it. Now it's like, ugh, you know what I mean? Like the excitement, and it's just not the same. And so, I felt like this year was a reflection of what we always say, the
Yeah.
political climate
Yep.
and where things are
Yep.
will show up on these carpets
Yep.
every time. It will show up on these carpets every time. There's a collective dark cloud that
Hmm.
hangs over these types of things.
Yeah.
And it's sad because that was, first Monday in May was something all the fashion people really look forward to, museum people look forward to, art people, like, that encompasses all of my interests
Yeah.
in one nice, neat
Sure.
little gift. You
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it just is so perfect. And so, I didn't want to see certain people there. I didn't, just wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same, and then people obviously didn't go because of the MAGA affiliation. So then you were missing the SJPs and the people you look for that are gonna
And
that are
when
gonna.
Zendaya wasn't showing up, I said, I really don't care.
Yeah, I'm like her not being there was wild,
It was
you know, and
it was
it was a noticeable miss, like a noticeable absence. Yeah, I mean, I think that I agree with all what you said, plus one to all of that. I think that like it's sad because, fashion, like you mentioned, takes the biggest hit when the world is not right, right? And so like it's continuing. It just all looks like I was watching and obviously I do the recap on my page and there's a lot of looks with like research, a lot of looks, but I'm like, all of this is
I
mid.
didn't even do a
Like,
recap.
I know you
I
didn't.
didn't,
I was surprised you didn't even recap. Yeah.
I was just like,
For
there's too
what?
many people.
Yeah.
Maybe like I did I know a lot of people were excited about Beyonce being there
Yeah.
and I saw what she was going for with the inspiration for her look. It wasn't quite executed.
I don't know
Um
what happened there. The
that
construction wasn't right.
construction was weird. The headpiece was too much. We
Yeah.
didn't, you
Her
know.
second look actually was much better. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I loved
To me,
it.
that's what she should have wore for red carpet. But
Yeah. But I think what was most exciting for me about Beyonce and Jay being there is Blue Ivy
Blue
being.
Ivy,
Like,
yeah,
and we know that, I have my thoughts about billionaire status and
sure.
who I feel like it's acceptable for and who I feel like it's not.
Yeah,
I know the folks have their thoughts about all billionaires being a problem. A case can be made, sure, but also that's just not, it's not the
not
reason.
yeah,
I don't know of any story of Beyonce or Oprah, or insert billionaire from a certain
yeah, sure.
ground here. I don't hear them trying to figure out ways to flatten other countries and take over land that doesn't belong to them
Yeah,
and round people up and put them in cages and separate them from their children and their families. And no, I don't hear about certain billionaires doing those things.
yeah,
So for me, there is a difference.
sure.
And I
I
think,
agree with that.
yeah, and so I think what Beyonce and Jay have been trying to do with their status for the longest time is set up generational wealth for their family and expose their children to things and give them access to certain spaces in life that their money affords them.
Yeah,
And it's just that like I want my child to see the Met Gala up close.
I love that.
Who this is
Yeah,
for. That's who Beyonce and Jay do it for.
yeah,
That's for them and their children and their families, and they're just trying to expose
yeah,
their kids to a world that is technically supposed to be off limits to
yeah,
them.
yeah,
Period.
yeah. I'm
I
not
don't
mad.
they care about none of that other stuff.
Yeah, I'm not mad at her and her bringing her daughter. I think that that's great. I think that like. You're supposed to do that. I think it's no, and other people have done that for years, and so I think that like she should. I think Blue Ivy probably wanted to go more than her mother and father, and so she was like, and even that, Blue Ivy runs that household, so I'm sure she was like, "Mom, we're doing the
Period.
Met Gala, and it's fine," and she was like, "Okay, baby, fine, let me call Olivier and get a dress made," and she's like, "No," like like so I can appreciate that. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at them being there in that way. I mean, I do think it is interesting that this is the Met Gala they chose to be a part of.
I
So
know.
that's the only thing I'm raising a little bit of an eyebrow on,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
I would be curious to know how the conversation went in the background, but again, I don't think that they think about it on any other level other than for what it does for them.
Yeah,
Like I don't
yeah.
think that they go home and have phone conversations with the Bezoses. I just don't
No,
think
I don't.
that
I
happens.
think I think
I think
they're
they're in the circle because
right,
they're in the circle.
right. The same way, like, well, yeah, I'm not gonna say that, but yeah, same way other billionairesses are affiliated by proximity, right? So like but yeah, yeah. I don't think that like her and Lauren are texting. Like I think that'd be nuts. So
Yeah,
like yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
In my world, that's how it's going
yeah.
down. Again, I don't too much concern myself with
Or I
those
stay out of
people
business.
arguing,
Yeah, yeah,
but I think as far as the Carters are concerned, it's a little bit different. I know people are gonna be like, no, there's no difference. It's all problematic. It's
I mean,
all
I do think it's problematic for people to be billionaires,
I
but
do think I absolutely think it's
yeah,
problematic for Black people to be
yeah,
billionaires. But when Black people become billionaires, I'm more apt to believe that they did it in a slightly more ethical
I
way.
agree with that. I agree with
Like,
that.
I
Yeah,
just feel like when we say self-made billionaire,
yeah, we mean it.
we self-made
Yeah.
billionaire.
And we saw it, like, you know what I'm saying? We saw it. We saw the hard work, et cetera. Um, and that's just what that is.
It is. I mean, I'm not going to fault people for knowing how to make money, invest it, and grow it. That is the world that we live in.
Yeah.
And if it's going to be the world that we live in, then
Hmm.
everyone should have access to it.
Yeah.
That's where it is for me. Now, if y'all want to wake up tomorrow and come up with a whole new system that works for everybody,
Yeah.
I'm on board. Matter of fact, I came up with that a long time ago. In my world, where my cult reigns supreme, we really are happy
Yeah.
and sharing and
Yeah.
living collectively and doing
Sure.
all things. I
Oh, yeah.
know that it can be done. I know that it can be, ethically done to engage in capitalism.
Right.
You
Yeah.
have to have a heart. You have to be a decent human being, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, that element is what's taken out of it, and that's what makes it all a shit show.
Yeah.
We really wanted to do this thing right. It could be done. It's just
Mhm.
that nobody's willing to, really shake the shit up so that it could be any different.
Yeah.
So while we're still here, you
Yeah.
want me to be impoverished for the cause? I don't think so.
No,
No,
I'm not gonna
absolutely.
be broke for broke
I'm
sake.
not, no, no,
Yeah.
especially because that's not going to do anything for anyone.
Yeah.
Like, cut it out. So, yeah, so five of us in the world being billionaires in comparison to all the foolishness that's going on at
Mhm.
the hands of people who are truly the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not losing no sleep over B and J's billion. I'm sorry, I'm just not. Um,
Listen,
but
those are two wig wearing folk that live their best lives. And I can't.
goodbye. No,
Okay.
we're done.
No? Okay. What? It's great. Like, I
Chris,
feel empowered because I'm like, when I wear my wig, when I'm in my 50s, all
goodbye.
right. All right. Well,
I'm not.
until next time, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like, listen,
I hate you.
when he does sacred in his hair
Stop,
units,
Chris. Log
I
off.
can't wait. I can't wait. Can you imagine me just with a little Caesar? I'm bringing it back, yo.
No.
I'm bringing it back. As neck braids have taken supreme, I'm bringing back Little Caesar. Summer, you heard it here first. July 30th, unit installed, happening.
And that will also be the end of our friendship. I hope it's worth it. Have
What? Come on.
fun.
Support me.
I don't support foolishness. We've already talked about this. I'm the friend that's going to call out the foolishness every time and still do it with love. I promise.
Okay. With love. Fine. All right. Well, until next time, folks.
Yes.
We'll catch you soon. All right.
Working on some things to upgrade.
Yes. Yes, yes.
So, when we come back, we always try to come back a little bit flyer than what we were before.
For sure.
So, yeah.
And then, oh yeah, follow us on Instagram, Friends in Real Life, on Threads, Friends in Real Life, on YouTube, Friends in Real Life, and pretty much streaming everywhere, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple Music, etc. MySpace, Mi Gente, Black Planet,
Yes.
all the things.
All the
All
things.
right. Talk to y'all soon.
We'll even include the link to the Nature Boy thing so people don't have to.
I'm not linking that out. I feel nervous about it already.
I'm
I'm
linking.
gonna have to watch it like on incognito browsing. I don't even want that to be part of my like search history.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to dig around and screw with the algorithm a little bit. So, yeah.
Now we could put it on the threads. No worries. We can link it out. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Well, we'll see you back when we're fully functioning, full-blown season.
Yeah.
If it's season 3, that'll be will that be our season 3 or season 4?
It'll be a season 3. Crazy, right? Yeah. We're doing this. We're in it. Boom, boom. We're renewed for another one. You know what I mean?
You guys, they can't get rid of us.
That's it. All right.
Bye.